Good afternoon and welcome. Welcome indeed to our live stream of the Mark Moses Show podcast, as we're always broadcasting from the Anidjar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Take back control of your life. Yeah, call them today. They're Anidjar and Levine Accident Attorneys. And joining me, as he does every year at this time on a Monday, is to recap the Super Bowl. He is Alan Zlotorzynski with Brevard Sports Network. And I know he's working on high school basketball postseason brackets right now, but thank you, Alan, for coming on with me today.
You know, Mark Moses, I was thinking about you and I and how long we've been doing this. And the first time I ever made an appearance on your show was to recap the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks. Remember that? I think it was the Panthers in Denver.
Okay, so 10 years ago.
Yep.
10 years ago.
Yeah.
So 10 years we've been doing this now.
Yep.
Dude, for anyone who's watching this or listening, Alan used to just call into my show to talk NFL. He started as a caller, and then he became one of my best friends here in Brevard County, and he comes on all the time. And, dude, that is pretty crazy. 10 years ago, that was. I'm going to just say this to you. We'll get to the halftime show in a second. That game was terrible. I knew it was going to be terrible. I know we get some duds from time to time. I would have rather just had a complete ass whooping where they would have won 55-10. That was worse because Seattle really wasn't doing much on offense either. Like, they should have killed the Patriots in this football game. What were your thoughts on Seattle getting it done?
It kind of reminded me a little bit of that Rams-Patriots Super Bowl. You know, I mean, you look at the stats and you go, wow, Drake May passed for 295 yards. When the hell did he ever throw the ball? Right? I mean, sacked 7 times. I mean, listen, Patriots had 18 first downs in the game. The Seahawks 20. I mean, it was a weird football game. I thought the whole Super Bowl was just strange.
It felt like we lost momentum and this happens all the time. You get the 2 weeks between Championship Sunday and the Super Bowl, but I think something weird happened where the Winter Olympics started early. So I started watching that nonstop. And then you're like, oh yeah, by the way, the Super Bowl is coming up tonight. And I was kind of like, I really don't care for either of these teams. It didn't have, and I want your thoughts on this. Remember, last year's game had some buzz because Kansas City was going for 3 in a row. Taylor Swift, Kelsey, Mahomes, Eagles. They had Saquon Barkley, and they're trying to get revenge. What did this game have when you think about it?
I thought it came in with some decent storylines. I mean, Sam Darnold's storyline wasn't bad. Drake May, the young guy. Can he be the new Brady? No. I don't know. Of course, it didn't have the glitz and the glamour that last year's Super Bowl had. It also felt weird, I'll say it, not having a guy from Brevard County playing the game.
Is it been for the first time in a long time?
Yeah, either Juwan Taylor or Chauncey Gardner's been in this game. Why can't I think of his name? The defensive back for Tampa Bay.
Jamel Dean.
Jamel Dean. Why, Jamel Dean's played in this game. So, I mean, it's like, it just felt weird not having that storyline. But listen, it's the Super Bowl. I get excited for it. I watched it. There wasn't anything that happened in this game that I didn't expect to happen. I thought Seattle's defense would rule the day. I thought it would be a defensive game. I thought the offenses would open up a little bit in the fourth quarter. They did. It was exactly what I expected it to be.
I called it 2 weeks ago. I said Seahawks by 2 touchdowns. That's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
And you texting me this. You were absolutely right. I'm going to give you credit. You're like, the NFC. The NFC was just better. This is just better, man.
Yeah, I feel like the top 5 seeds from the entire NFC would have won this Super Bowl.
I agree.
From the Seahawks, your Bears, the Rams. I even think the Packers would have won this Super Bowl.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to say this about New England. Mike Vrabel was coach of the year because, and I know it's only a regular season award, But the fact that he got this team to the Super Bowl, where they have a shaky offensive line, they really have no offensive weapons that scare anyone. You have a second-year quarterback who he had 8 turnovers in the playoffs, and his defense is elite. Dude, I'm amazed.
I will say this. I know that people are going to push back on this because I saw it on social media the entire time. And look, and what the Patriots did in the Super Bowl or in the playoffs,
Yeah.
it was impressive. The Chargers, the Texans, the Broncos. I mean, they did a terrific job in the playoffs. But when I was writing the Super Bowl preview for BSN, I looked at their schedule. Mark, they played one team, that reached the playoffs, I think, twice.
The Bills?
Yeah.
That's it?
I mean, the Raiders, they played the Steelers, so they played 2 teams. They played the Raiders, Dolphins, Steelers, Panthers, Bills, Saints, Titans, Browns, Falcons, Bucks, Jets, Bengals, Giants, Ravens, and then, of course, their division twice. The winning percentage of their schedule was 391. It was the only team in the threes at all. I think that mattered. They didn't see anything like they saw last night all year. And listen, I felt like the team that really blew the opportunity, and I don't think they would have won either, are the Denver Broncos.
I agree. I have no idea how they lost that game. I know they lost their quarterback. He was injured. You're at home. New England can't move the ball. Just go up 10-0. And look, Seattle would have killed Denver in this game with the backup quarterback. But it is such an embarrassment that Denver lost that game.
Seattle would have beat the Chargers, the Texans, and the Broncos. They would have beat the Bills. Of course, they would have beat the Steelers. I don't think there's anybody in the AFC that would have won that football game last night.
You know who did win that game? Seattle. And they won 10 games in a row to end the season. Yeah. They got hot. And, dude, that defense, they shredded that offensive line. With their front four. They didn't even need anything.
It reminded me of the NASCAR package that the Giants had in the first Super Bowl against the Patriots with Strahan and those guys. How they were – that's why the Patriots beat the Giants in that first Super Bowl, or why the Giants beat the Patriots in that first Super Bowl, was because of that pass rush.
This is like when Tampa Bay and Philadelphia hammered Patrick Mahomes in those 2 Super Bowl losses for the Chiefs. You have to give them more than 3 seconds to throw the football.
Yeah,
he got hammered in this game.
Listen, and I put this on my Facebook page. In a time when high octane offenses rule the NFL, defense still wins championships.
Sam Darnold didn't even play that well in this game.
He threw for 202 yards. Bastard cost me a parlay. All he had to do was get to 245. Pardon my French.
Okay. I know the play you're thinking of then. This is the one that's going to anger you forever.
Don't say it. Go ahead.
Bootleg, he rolls out. JSN, he's wide open.
Wide open.
Just lob him the ball.
He hits that, and he's over 240, and guess what? That's $333. Oh, next question.
Was that like, did that remind you of your Ravens with Trent Dilfer, where it's just like, don't turn the ball over, and our defense
looks a little like Trent Dilfer, doesn't he?
He got it done. Again. So that draft class, Baker, Lamar, Josh Allen, who's won a Super Bowl? The guy who was a bust, who went to his 15th and then won. So wild. Just
15,
wild.
15.
Oh, man. All right, I'm going to say this to you. That first half was so terrible. I was like, let's get to the halftime show. And I've never felt that way before watching this. I was like, all right, let's just put this in the background where everyone's going to keep punting the ball. And let's see what these halftime shows are about. That's how I felt. How about you?
Yeah, I was curious. We talked about Bad Bunny last week, and if I knew any of his songs, and I didn't. I knew one.
It's okay.
But I was curious to see the halftime show.
I would pay top dollar for your birthday. I want to take you to Miami Beach, to Mango's nightclub. And when they are dancing with all those hot ladies, I want for your birthday Alan Zlotorzynski right in the middle of it. That would be my birthday present to you. Are you ready for this?
Yeah, can I bring my walker?
No walker allowed. Okay, none. No walker.
Look,
You got to bring it, buddy.
oh,
Bring,
then,
am I going to have you in a wheel?
then we're gonna have to wait for the hip replacement.
Am I going to have you in a wheelchair? So I'm going to have you at like a Cuban nightclub
Once
in
the
a
hip's
wheelchair.
replaced, I'll get out there and do a little salsa. I
wanna
put that
see
too. I wanted to learn how to salsa. Then we get to the halftime show. I felt like watching the halftime. Listen, I thought it was electric. I thought it was very fun, exciting,
Oh yeah.
And I'm going to leave all politics out of this and just talk from an entertainment standpoint. I'd pay top dollar to know the lyrics.
Yeah. People on TikTok this morning were doing translated versions.
Yeah, I would love. I mean, honestly, I and that's on me. I don't know Spanish.
It's okay. Look, that's fine.
Right. But I listen. I also got the sense that if you were in the stadium, the halftime show sucked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Why do you think that?
Because it didn't appear to me that it was designed for those that was a television production.
I agree. Because I watched videos last night of people in the stands. So it was interesting with the trees, which are real people, by the way.
Right.
So you were like, you had to look at the Jumbotron to see what was happening.
Exactly. That's not the way it should be.
No. It was awesome for TV.
You're paying $3,000. What was the average ticket price? $2,600. You're paying that for a ticket, dude. I want to see the halftime entertainment.
Did you see the sandwich that was like $180?
Dude.
What? Look, if you're going to drop $5K, might as well keep going into debt.
Here's the question for you.
Yeah.
Are you glad you didn't go to Radio Row this year?
Yes. And I will tell you why. I don't think there was a lot of buzz for this game.
I don't either.
I don't think it was like, I don't think you had I know we just talked about this a second ago. I do this for a living. I'm looking for the best story. I don't think there was. I think there was more juice for, are you going to watch Bad Bunny or Kid Rock? Where people are fighting over that. No one's fighting over who do you think's going to win.
I'll be honest with you. I went back after the game and watched the All-American Turning Point halftime show as well. And I'm going to be honest with you. And again, I'm leaving all politics out of it. I wasn't that impressed with that.
All right. So I told MJ earlier, I give them all the credit in the world.
Yeah, I do too.
Where they had every national media outlet and local media outlet across the country give them free publicity all last week to tune in.
I think the thing that disappointed me about the show in Santa Clara was I couldn't understand the lyrics.
Okay.
The thing that disappointed me about the Turning Point show was, you know what? Kid Rock sang one song.
Hey, I would have just had Kid Rock the whole time.
Yeah.
That's what I would have done.
I think when you do something like that, you have to open with the headliner. Wasn't he the headliner?
Yeah. So they ended with him.
Right.
That's what they did.
Right.
The third quarter was also boring, where all I kept seeing was Seattle kept hitting field goals. So I was like, look, I'm going to turn on the Turning Point on my phone. And I was watching it while watching the game. And I'm like, I'm not missing anything in the game.
No.
Nothing.
I think I applaud the NFL for what they did. And I applaud Bad Bunny. I thought his message was great. I thought, the Puerto Rican and the American flag thing, from a political standpoint was great. Listen, all of it. Okay.
Yeah.
And in a very divisive time in our country, I thought that halftime show certainly towed the line.
Yeah.
I don't think
it broke the record for viewership.
Yeah.
Everyone
I don't think no matter which side of the aisle you lean on, other than the fact that if you don't speak Spanish, you didn't understand it. No matter what side of the aisle you lean on, that halftime show should have done nothing to affect the way you think about anything.
It's a halftime show.
Right.
All right. Here, programming wise, I think I should sell it as a sponsorship next year, where I get a local client, You can be the official sponsor of when I post. What'd you think of the halftime show? Because then you are going to get so many views, thousands and thousands. Dude, we had on our A1A, our top 40 station, which is a heritage 100,000 watt, great radio station we have in our building. I posted that to our Facebook page. In about 7 hours, 12,000 views. Okay, so this is what's fascinating about it. 12,000 views, 150 comments. So 150 people said, I'm going to tell you my opinion. So that means 11,000 and whatever it is just wanted to read the comments.
Yeah.
My page, I'm not kidding. Friday when I was like, hey, what halftime show are you going to watch? Dude, I insane. Thousands and thousands. Last night, what'd you think? Thousands. So I'll just do that. Forget about covering sports. I'll just
ask questions.
Just ask questions, right? And I want to give credit. Everyone who commented, hey, good. I'm happy we're doing interactive things. Yeah, right. That's right. That's pretty cool. So I like it. You like the woman who called me out. What's your opinion, Mark? Here's my opinion. I like
No.
What?
No. If you're gonna say it, you gotta say it right. Because here's what struck me about the comment.
Okay, what's the comment?
Here's what struck me. She said, you're always asking questions. Like, that's not what you're supposed to do, right? Based on your job. What's your opinion? And I was sitting in my chair and I went, yeah, Mark, what is your opinion?
Here's what you like. You like women busting my balls.
I loved it. I was like, yeah, get him. What's your take, Moses?
Yeah, I loved it. It was great, right? And again, I watched both halftime shows, and honestly, they were both more entertaining than the actual football game.
Yeah, the football, it was terrible.
Terrible. That's fine. And now we're done.
Yep.
We're done for the year, which is sad. It is. But look, we'll have spring practice and, the NFL draft.
Spring training. The World Baseball Classic is starting up here in another week. The Winter Olympics, hockey starts for the men on Wednesday in the winter. Listen, I am ready for this football break.
It goes.
It was a mentally, being in the media. I do some work up north, right?
Yeah.
Do some writing for the Ravens. I mentally exhausted from the football season, and that's not just the professional football season. From high school to the NFL, I'm ready for a break.
You go from July to now, half the year, more than half the year.
Yeah.
You go nonstop, and I give you all the credit, buddy. Did you watch any of the Olympics over the last couple of days?
Yeah, I watched. Oh God, broke my heart last night to see what happened to Lindsey Vonn. That was terrible. I watched curling, and then came in the hallway and got the mop out, curled down the hallway like I normally do.
All right, would you be the sweeper or would you what are you doing on the team?
I know. I'm the one on my knee sliding the stone, man. I got the touch.
All right, so my parents, they got to see and I thought of you. They got to see the women's hockey win against
Finland or
They saw Czech Republic the first game. My dad loved it so much. He loves hockey. So awesome. And they they saw another game. And I know the men haven't started yet. And then they saw figure skating. They saw the quad god. Have you seen this guy?
No.
Dude, he is a figure skater from where's he? I think Virginia. Dude, he's 21. Okay. He does a backflip on ice skates as part of his routine. Backflip.
Well, if they call him the quad guy, is he making 4 turns in the air?
Quad god. Yes.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, you got to see this guy. And then they're going to, I think they went there today. They're going to Torino and they are seeing skiing in person. Dude, you see it on TV. It's mind boggling when you see the mountains and everything. Can you imagine being there in person? It'd be awesome.
I don't mean to and I'm not making light of this. It's a tragic situation, what's happening, but it's funny how sports can get you caught up on current events. I had no idea what was going on with Savannah Guthrie.
That's crazy.
Until Friday when they said, because when I originally I had read about the opening ceremonies, that, Savannah Guthrie was going to be there, So when it came on and she wasn't there, I didn't think anything about it until they started talking about it. And then I started looking at it. And I mean, I'll watch the Olympics. And then, of course, like I said, the World Classic baseball starts. And I have baseball tonight. So I'm excited about that.
What game you got tonight?
Astronaut at Vieira at USSSA Stadium.
That's going to be awesome, dude. And you're working on the basketball brackets, right?
They're done. They're done. They're up. Congratulations. On the girls' side, we had 10 teams reach the state tournament. And on the boys' side, we had 7 teams reach the state tournament. So we have 17 between the boys and the girls on the road to Jacksonville, University of North Florida, to try to win a state championship.
So not in Lakeland anymore?
No, and that really bummed me out.
Because it's farther to drive.
I don't know why the FHSAA does what it does.
Dude, I tell you this, put it at the Kia Center where the Magic play. That'd be awesome if you did that. Yeah, it's right there. I don't know. So, all right, I'm going to say this to you and I'll let you go. And I appreciate you coming on. I hated all the commercials. If you want my honest opinion, everything is stupid AI, right? Or it's Ozempic to get people skinnier, and then it's more AI. And then I don't know. I kind of like the Dunkin' Donuts one, kind of. What did you think of the commercials?
Well, I thought they should have done. That was Goodwill Dunkin' was one of my favorites. When Aniston slams Brady's face into the wall, dude. I thought that was pretty cool, right? I like the Jurassic. I found humor in the Jurassic Park one with the Xfinity Wi-Fi, where it's like the park breaks down and they're using clips from the movie, and then they have the real actors as if Jurassic Park never broke down. I thought that was pretty clever.
You like that one?
Yeah, I like that one. But for the most part, I'm still finding my footing with AI. So these commercials mean nothing to me.
I know. I've used it before. I'm sorry, I'm an old fogey. I'm going to just say this to you. I'm going to do the work. Right. I take pride in what I do. Okay. I'm going to do it. Cause if you don't want me to do it, then why am I here? That's what it is. And by the way, we all know Alan's a fan of Lindsey Vonn. Okay. He will take care of her at the hospital. That's what'll happen.
I thought, I found humor in the Pringles commercial as well.
Oh, you're a Sabrina Carpenter man.
You and I talked about that, but
man, I'm just messing with you. Hey, if someone's messed with me, I get to mess with you. All right. Again, Seattle gets it done. They're the champions. I think New England, look, they overachieved. They have plenty of cap space and all their draft picks. They can build on this, right? But I don't want to hear about Drake May as the new Tom Brady just yet.
Listen, buddy, we're talking about how boring the Super Bowl was. I want to leave you with this.
Yeah.
That was an explosive Super Bowl. Saturday night, I broadcast an adult league football game, and I don't know if you saw this, that went viral. For the wrong reasons. I broadcast,
What did you do?
I didn't do anything. But this adult football league game literally took 4 hours and 35 minutes to play.
What?
The final score was 3-2.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So that Super Bowl was like Bills Chiefs in the playoffs a couple years ago.
Okay, when did they score the 3 and 2 points? Late in the game?
Or 2 points was on a block punt safety. The 3 points came in a fourth quarter field goal. The referees, the final 33.3 seconds of this game took 45 minutes to play.
Oh my God. All right, wait. I have to say this about Chris Collinsworth, who's from Brevard County. The funniest thing he said last night.
I got nothing.
No, I got nothing. That's an all-time call from him.
I love it.
Where Okay, so he's like, you like, I can tell. He's like, look, come on, Drake May, do something. Let's go.
And the
And
throw was so bad, right?
Yeah.
Tirico, there was dead air for literally 4 seconds. And Collinsworth's like, he didn't say this, but he's like, I hope you ain't waiting for me. And finally, he's like, I got nothing.
Can you name the 6 losses by the Patriots?
Oh, yeah, I think I can. The Packers, the Bears, the Giants twice, the Eagles, and the 6th one might get me, bro. Oh, last night.
That I was thinking about that this morning. I was like, why can't I think of the 6th one? Oh, it just happened.
Right,
That's
right.
what it is.
Right.
Alan Zlotorzynski, thank you so much for your help. Have a great day, buddy.
Appreciate you, man.